Hello, traders out there in Traderland. My name's Des Woodruff, Senior Analyst, President, and Founder of FreeTradingVideos.com, DBA Grok Trade, and welcome to the weekend edition. This video is good through Sunday, May 15th, 2011. We have a lot to go through, so let's hit the ground running. We're going to be looking at all major indices along with their dailies, weeklies, and monthlies. We're going to start off the S&P daily. This is a very important video. I want you to already put in your mind that you're going to listen to every detail that I'm going to share with you in this video. Furthermore, that you're going to share this with your other trading friends and colleagues out there. This is a hugely important video, and let me explain to you why. Here on the S&P daily, we were in an uptrend, higher swing highs, higher swing lows. However, we dropped here with a lower swing high. At this moment, we do have what's called a bullish flag. This bullish flag had a great chance on Thursday to shoot straight up breakthrough on Friday, giving us a great chance and some bullish activity going into next week. However, Friday is where the damage came in. I'm going to blow this up. I want you to pay special attention to the very dark blue lines here. Lower swing high, higher swing lows. We closed lower than that major trend line that goes back for some time. And let me show this to you. Back here, support now broken. We closed down below that. That is a problem. Now let's see if there's any confirmation here on the weekly. Here's the weekly S&P. The weekly S&P right now, we're going up. I could draw another trend line here from here to there. You can see that we're rolling over. See, we were not able to make a new high. So we are at a critical, hugely critical trend line. You can see it coming up right here. If we go back in time, this goes back here, support. I know there's a lot of lines on here. Bear with me. Support, and that's precisely where we're at right now. Let me blow this up so we can see this. We're right there. It's this trend line. And there's a lot of support underneath it. But if it starts to break that, we are in a lot of trouble. And let's bring in our monthly here. The monthly chart on this, and I could take this line. I'm actually going to bring this down about right here. I did this on the other charts, did not do it on the S&P yet. But we're at a resistance point. This major one coming across, I'm going to drop this so you can see it, 1368. I mean, we got a tweezer top right now for the week, and we also have a dark cloud cover reversal pattern on the weekly after an extended run. That is very ominous. For me as a trader, I see a huge opportunity of this dropping. Here, if you look at the stochastic banded oscillator, we have a crossover and we are turning down right now. We are at these very overbought areas on the weekly. And this is the monthly, I'm sorry. On the monthly, we're seeing that. So the month's not over with yet, but that is very ominous. That's what we're looking at. All right. Now, let's go over here to the Dow. The Dow, we're in this massive rising wedge. See the dark lines? I really darkened up these lines that I wanted everybody to be watching. But major swing here. Major. You can see these. Let me go back in time. Major swings. This is on the daily chart that we're looking at. So we come up right here and we touched it and dropped. You see that? We touched it and it dropped. And then we have this big dark line that's coming up, support, and we broke that support on Friday. That is a huge problem. We're finding support at the 20-day moving average, but we broke a major support line. So this, what looked to be a bullish flag, is now a rising wedge showing significant weakness. We do have a break in the ice, and this could get slippery and fast. Let's see what the weekly shows us on the Dow. The weekly at this moment, we continue in this big rising wedge, and if I were to scrunch it, you can see it right there. Big rising wedge, hit our head at resistance. We now made a lower high, higher low, and inside trading day. We're inside trading week, if you will. We do have the beginnings of a sideways base or even a bullish pennant. And the Dow right now is showing relative strength compared to the others. The CCI is dropping. And let's take a look here at the monthly on the Dow. Dow's at just a huge resistance point. That's that red line that I was showing you. And we're at 12,814 area. And right there we get a tweezer top. And here we have a bearish thrusting pattern, reversal pattern. So the month's over with yet, but this is very ominous. This other red line, this 12,628 line, we're down below it for the month. That should have acted as support. It did not. We did break down below that. So however, in the big picture, the Dow, which is only the 30 blue chip companies, are showing relative strength. But let's look at those that act as leaders in market reversals. And this here is the NASDAQ daily. And the NASDAQ daily, we have a big bullish pennant, support, support, support. We're at a major support point. We have not broke down below it yet. So the S&P has broke down below. We have not broke down below it. However, if I were to draw this line going from here to this swing, we actually broke down below that. So there's some a lot of weakness from that breakdown. However, we have a huge support line that I'm watching like a hawk. If we break down, I do see some support areas below it. We will cross down below the MACD centered oscillator, and that should bode to be very bearish for the markets. And the weekly here on the S&P, let's pull back a little bit of time here. Big rising wedge. In this rising wedge, we smacked our head at resistance. We're pulling back down. So for the week, we have an inside trading week. But the problem here, like last week, we closed down below this 28.34. We closed down below it again. Now it's acting as resistance. We tried to get up over it. We could not do that. So there's a lot of downside potential. We do have a support line right here. So the question is, will that support line hold? We're going to be watching that. Now here's the monthly. Monthly on the NASDAQ. We're at a resistance point, and the monthly is also giving us a bearish thrusting pattern, which is a reversal pattern to the downside. A lot of downside potential. However, we are making a higher high and a higher low for the month, but we are seeing overbought territories. We are very extended, and if we get a crossover here, which it looks like we do have a crossover taking place already, that could really be a signal that bad things could come. And something else I want to show you, I'm at FinViz, great website, finviz.com. You can go there. You can see that right there, finviz.com. Click on groups, and here are the groups. This is an idea for group rotation or sector rotation, but for a year, financials have lagged. Everybody else did a lot better than the financials. That's bad news. Financials lagged 6 months. Now, going back 3 months, we see financials lagging. That's heating up to the downside. A significant drop in financials for the 3 months. 1 month percent financials way down. Basic materials also took a huge hit. For the week, financials down another 3%, taking the hardest hit. On Friday, down the most. Financials are bleeding. There's blood in the streets on the financial side of things, which doesn't surprise me because we have the QE2 coming to the end, June 2011. That's next month. There is no talk of a QE3, and right now the markets are poised for a major reversal going down. That doesn't mean it's going to. What I'm saying is we're at major support areas. If those support areas get broken on significant volume, the last place I want to be is have my monies exposed to the market in that condition, especially with the monthly chart showing such a bearish chance of a reversal taking place. You have to know how to survive in a bear market. So if we get a few weeks down, a couple months down, are you going to be able to survive in that? And that's the question. Do you only know how to be a bull in the markets, or do you know how to be a bear in the markets? Do you know when to sit on your hands in the markets? On May 21st, 22nd, 23rd, I will be taking in a handful of people, and I will be teaching them how to trade. I'm going to teach them everything that I know in trading, A to Z, and I'm going to give them my secrets into trading. So if you would like to know more about that, all I encourage you to do is go to freeonlinetradingeducation.com/mentorship, or just click on mentorship or meet the mentor on the website link. And when you do that, fill in your information on the box, and we'll send you out a recording, and we'll talk to you more about what it is and find out if it's right for you. Take care. Very safe trading to each and every one of you. Wishing you the very best going into next week.